Good afternoon. My name is Terry Weaver, and I have the honor of being the Dean of the UIC College of Nursing. Welcome to our fifth annual and second virtual Donor and Scholar Recognition event. It is so special to celebrate student scholars, all of whom have arrived at this moment thanks to their determination to reach higher and to exceed expectations. To our students, I want you to know how very proud we all are of you. We have here today students from all of our campuses: Chicago, Peoria, Quad Cities, Rockford, Springfield, and Urbana. The 6 campuses that make up our one college are the channels through which we accomplish our mission to prepare nurse leaders for all of Illinois and beyond. We are also honored to have many of our cherished donors tuning in. How we wish we could be thanking you in person for your generosity, and we hope to be able to do that soon. Donor support is instrumental in helping our college attract and support the high caliber of students that are here today. This is true at all of our degree programs, from our BSN students to our master's students and our doctoral students in the DNP and PhD programs. Equally important is the moral support that students feel when they receive scholarships. When we ask student recipients what they appreciate most about the awards they receive, they very often comment on how moved they are to know that people donate to strangers. They tell us how inspired they feel to work harder, to make their donors and themselves proud, to reach a position in their own lives where they will be able to give back. So donors, please know what a substantial gift that this is. Year-round, our college strives for the excellence that makes us a good investment for our students and donors alike. One useful measure of our standing is our national rankings. I'm happy to report to you that our DNP program was ranked 9th in the nation by U.S. News and World Report. It was 3rd among public universities and ranked higher than Yale, University of Michigan, and about 130 other programs listed. Our college is also now ranked number 8 among all schools of nursing for NIH funding. That puts us ahead of 70 other schools, including Duke and the University of Washington. These rankings are accurate reflections of the drive, competency, and productivity of our students, faculty, and staff at all of our campuses. Another significant measure of success is our progress in Ignite, the campaign for UIC, now entering its home stretch. Our college has set a goal to raise $33 million by October of next year. Student scholarship have been a top priority for our campaign since the beginning, when we pledged to triple the number of students supported with award funding. At the start of the campaign, we were supporting 55 students, and this year that number is 155, very close to our goal, but we're not quite there yet. In recent months, we announced the Joanne D'Agostino Memorial Scholarship Fund in memory of the late Joanne D'Agostino, a UIC nursing alumna. The scholarship was established by Karen Dahlol, Joanne's classmate and co-worker at the University of Illinois Hospital. In the end, several of Joanne's classmates and co-workers contributed to the fund, for which we are most grateful. This year, we were able to name the inaugural recipients of the Tom and Sherry Mendelson Nurse Scientist Research Award, supporting the work of 5 PhD students. Also this year, we awarded the first Lynn E. Custis Nursing Scholarship established by our Quad Cities campus in memory of their cherished alumna and leader of their Alumni Association, the late Lynn Custis. And this was established by her husband, John. And the first American Association of University Women's Scholarship was established at our Springfield campus by the AAUW to make an impact on the nursing profession in the Central Illinois region. We are equally grateful for the many donors who support faculty, a second pillar of our goal for the Ignite campaign. Gifts to support faculty make it possible for us to recruit and retain teachers and researchers who shape the future of health and healthcare, as well as the futures of our individual students. Recently, Beverly Bernstein Goldsmith, a two-time alumna and former faculty member, and her husband Barry endowed a faculty scholar position in psychiatric mental health nursing to honor the memories of their 2 beloved sons. Very recently, former professor Karen Holm, this is hot off the press, made a $1 million gift commitment, half of which will establish the Terrence and Karen Holm Endowed Professorship in support of the Midwest Nursing History Research Center. The center is an enormously valuable asset to the healthcare field, and we are so proud to give it a home here at the UIC College of Nursing. Thanks to Dr. Holm's gift, we will expand our already exceptional support for nurse historian faculty members and sustain it in perpetuity. In short, we in the college know that our students and faculty are a vital and vibrant community, and it is most gratifying when donors choose to participate in supporting them. We have a number of voices to share with you today, students, scholars, and donors alike. So I'll wrap up my comments. It'd be much better to hear from them. But before I do, I want to thank one other group of folks who are essential to the success of our students. These are the parents, partners, children, and other family and friends of our scholars who are here today. UIC nursing programs are rigorous. Our students rely enormously on the encouragement, patience, and sacrifice of the people closest to them. For each of you watching, I hope you are as proud of yourself as you are of your student. On a personal note, as many of you know, I'll be retiring in the end of August of this year. So I would just like to say what a privilege it has been to preside over these donor and scholar recognition events for the past several years. I have thoroughly enjoyed it, and I have just had a great time celebrating those of you who support and live the mission of our college so openly. Coming up next, we'll hear from 3 student scholars about the impact giving has made on them. We'll meet all of this year's student scholars at UIC Nursing. Then 2 of our esteemed donors will tell us why giving to the UIC College of Nursing is important to them. Finally, Steve George, the Assistant Dean for Advancement, will join us to deliver a brief remark and close out today's events. Now, please enjoy these stories of giving and receiving that express better than I ever could the value we place in supporting our students. Thank you so very much, and enjoy the afternoon.
Good morning. My name is Teresa Gibbons. I'm in my second year of the Graduate Entry Master's Program at the Chicago campus. I'm set to graduate this December with plans to work in community health, possibly geriatrics or hospice. First, I want to say thank you to the generous donors for your contributions to the College of Nursing Scholarship Fund, which I understand is funded by hundreds of donors who give donations of all sizes. Your generosity has lightened the load for so many people like myself who've decided to enter this wonderful field of nursing. I was drawn to nursing after working almost 20 years in nonprofit work in programs that support affordable housing, employment, and economic justice. I was getting a little burned out in the nonprofit world with report writing, changing grants, and different programs requirements all the time. I thought, healthcare, what a great way to kiss bureaucracy goodbye. Just kidding. I was driving back from a meeting one day and I saw a woman in scrubs walking to the L. That's when it hit me. I wanted to be a nurse. This had obviously been brewing under the surface for a while. I'd been working in program management for some time, and I was missing direct contact with our clients. I wanted to see the people that our work was designed to help. And selfishly, I also wanted to know more about how I could help my own aging parents and family members. I could think of no career closer to the front lines than nursing. I got home and signed up for anatomy and physiology at the community college. I could test the waters and see if this was really going to work out for me. When working out financial plans for nursing school, I did a lot of math. I was a math major in college, after all. I looked at tuition along with the cost of giving up my salary and benefits. I talked with my wife, who works as a preschool teacher, with no health insurance or 401k available from her job. We had recently purchased a home, and our daughter would be entering first grade as I was entering graduate school. When I looked at UIC and considered what it would take to afford the 27-month full-time graduate entry master's program, I wasn't sure I should even apply. However, through a friend I met an alumni of UIC Nursing and Public Health, we met over coffee and discussed community health nursing, and she said, you have to look at UIC. There are funding opportunities there that they don't have at other schools. Many of the faculty are committed to the same things you are. If it's the right fit, you'll find a way. So as soon as I got accepted, I started looking for funding. I got the loans I needed, and we signed up for Campus Care, a very affordable healthcare option. I found a graduate assistant position in my second semester, and importantly, I applied for this scholarship. I knew I could use all the help I could get, and for me, this scholarship meant that starting this year, I could avoid taking out Graduate Plus loans, which carry a higher interest rate than federal loans. Especially now, seeing the caliber of my peers, I'm incredibly grateful to have been awarded a scholarship. In my work prior to nursing, I focused on solutions to economic injustice. Our society has a long way to go in this regard. Making higher education more affordable is part of the solution, especially in disciplines like nursing that work to end suffering in our communities. I'm so incredibly grateful for this scholarship, and I intend to pay it forward in my work. I'd like to thank Dean Weaver for inviting me to be part of this event today, and to the organizers for all their hard work. And again, to all our generous donors, thank you.
My name is Heather Beckmann, and I am a BSN student through the University of Illinois at Chicago, and I am located at their Springfield campus. And I am in my junior year currently, and once I complete this program, I am excited to go on and be able to work as a nurse. I initially want to thank Dean Weaver for giving me this opportunity to be able to speak to my thanks for my scholarship, as well as kind of give a backstory on why this is so important to me. To kind of start off, ever since I was a little girl, I have loved being able to help people, whether I can help them by bringing them a glass of water or helping my grandma, water the flowers. I've always loved to help. I've always loved being compassionate and caring about other people. And as I grew up, my own mother actually has 7 autoimmune disorders, and so I have a younger sibling, and as we grew up, I had to not only help her when she was feeling down, but I also had to kind of help tend to him, my sibling. And so that was really where I feel I developed those skills for being able to care for other people and have empathy and compassion. And so as I grew up, I really decided in middle school and high school that, I felt nursing was where I wanted to go. And when I realized the UIC program and that it was actually coming here to Springfield, I was ecstatic because this program I had heard so much good things about. And for me to be able to get to the point of being able to apply and get into this program was huge. And so I went through high school and I actually obtained my CNA licensure. Between caring for my mom and getting ready to start my CNA job, I knew that nursing was where my heart belonged, because this profession is everything that I want to be, everything that I aspire to be. And the best part is that you get to play a part in that for me by providing help for my education, because by providing these funds, I am able to go through school and not have to stress from, having to work. And I am just so ever thankful for the fact that I was chosen to have this scholarship. And so I truly, truly thank you. I'm so very excited to be able to go on down the road and see where my nursing journey takes me.
Hello everyone, welcome to the 2021 Donor and Scholar Recognition Ceremony. Thank you, Dean Weaver, for inviting me to be a part of this wonderful celebration today. My name is Janelle Barrow and I am pursuing my DNP at the College of Nursing Chicago campus. It is my goal to graduate May of 2022 and become a midwife. My decision to pursue nursing started from personal experiences of witnessing family and friends suffer from chronic diseases that are preventable. The most compelling experience of mine was witnessing my grandmother transition at a tender age of 56 due to complications from high blood pressure and diabetes. This inspired me to become the first nurse educator and health advocate in my family, and also inspired me to expand that knowledge to other members in my community. My passion for women's health sparked during my undergraduate career at Marquette University, where my mentors and professors expanded my knowledge on health disparities occurring among minority populations, especially among women who look like myself and also identify as Black. A little bit about myself. I was born in Belize and I immigrated to the United States at a young age of 5 with my mother, sister, 2 cousins, and my aunt. I am a first-generation college student who grew up in the Inglewood and Back of the Yards communities here in Chicago. Receiving support from UIC, whether it is academic, financial, or emotional, are very fundamental in maintaining a strong support system and finishing my graduate degree. Scholarship funds have assisted in decreasing the amount of loans I have taken out this academic school year, and it has added more inspiration to complete my midwifery degree and continue impacting the lives of others in my community. Upon completion of my DNP degree, it is my goal to return back to my neighborhoods and continue working with minority populations in underserved communities here in Chicago. Donors, your passion to help us students alleviate some financial challenges adds to our inspiration to continue addressing health disparities and working towards improving the health of others here in Chicago. Thank you for all of your support as we all scholars continue to learn and grow to become the best providers, advocates, and educators for our family, friends, and our communities.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Steve George, Assistant Dean for Advancement here at the UIC College of Nursing. As you probably know, my role and the charge of the Advancement Office is to increase levels of visibility for the college, increase levels of alumni and donor engagement, and increase levels of philanthropy, which make your student scholarships possible. I want to offer my congratulations to all of our student scholars. We are deeply proud of you, and we can hardly wait to see where your careers go once you graduate and become proud UIC nursing alumni. My thanks to our compelling student speakers for sharing how scholarships made a difference in their lives. there is an intuitive understanding that scholarships ease the financial burden on families and students, but hearing personal stories like theirs helps us really feel the impact of those gifts. Now, I'd like to introduce all of our student scholarship recipients in the UIC College of Nursing for this current academic year.
Hello and welcome to this virtual celebration of nursing scholarship. I'm Lynn Lenker and I am a graduate of the University of Illinois. I got my master's degree in 1995 and I'm a proud supporter of the College of Nursing. At the time when I got my degree, I was living in Northern Illinois and the regional program in Rockford was just perfect for me to continue working full-time and be able to obtain my degree. That master's degree in nursing administration opened many doors for me, but what it also did was allow me to gain confidence in order to enter a field of nursing informatics. There weren't many people at that time that were investigating and thinking about nursing informatics. I currently serve as the Chief Nursing Information Officer for SSM Health. Our 40,000 employees serve millions of patients in Illinois, Wisconsin, Missouri, and Oklahoma. On the External Advisory Board, I've learned a great deal about why UIC is continually ranked one of the top nursing schools in the world, as our research is like none other. The university continues to grow and expand in areas like the simulation lab, where nurses can go and practice their skills in order to be ready for that next step. And then there are many of us who serve as mentors to those recent graduates or to someone who's thinking about maybe a new field. It's so important for us to be able to give back. I've had several mentors in my 44 years of being a nurse, and Dr. Harriet Worley gave me an awful lot of time in the early 80s talking about data and the minimum data set and what we were going to be able to do with the data, and just think about where we are now with data. I want to congratulate all of the scholarship recipients. I donate to UIC to make a positive impact on generation after generation. It's more important than ever that we recognize that 2020, while it was the year of the pandemic, it was also the year of the nurse. It was where nursing really shined. We stood up because we were ready, and we were ready to serve.
Many years ago, my first husband passed away suddenly, way too young, at the age of 38 from testicular cancer. He was a pioneer in that he was a male nurse in a time in the 1970s when that was highly unusual, and also highly unusual that he was a master's prepared clinical specialist in psychiatric nursing. When he passed away, and had been so supportive in my beginning quest to become a certified nurse midwife, it seemed only natural for us to establish, me and my husband, Craig Allen, a memorial scholarship in Hal's honor. I want to celebrate you. This is an accomplishment. From your scholarship to your hard work and dedication, your resilience, you are the future. We have always risen to challenges. You have during this pandemic, and you will throughout your careers. I offer you kudos for how much work you have done to get where you are. And one last thing to remember, we all think that we're all so have to go out and do magnificent things to make a difference. But I hope what you've learned from the University of Illinois College of Nursing, what it taught me, is being a good nurse and being a good leader and being compassionate and taking care of my patients. That is everything. Do it well. Practice your profession with pride. And thank you and congratulations.
Hello again. I'm Steve George, Assistant Dean for Advancement. My thanks to our speakers for sharing their stories with us today on what it is like from the donor perspective. We cannot thank you enough. And to all of our donors tuning in today from across the state and across the globe, I'd like to say thanks to you. In fact, thanks for being with us every day, because that's what your gifts say. They say, I believe in the students and faculty of the UIC College of Nursing. That support is felt every day in the most meaningful of ways As you heard from our student speakers, who represent more than 150 additional students who have been directly supported by your gifts this year. Like I mentioned earlier, in my role, and our charge for the Office of Advancement is to build relationships in order to increase levels of visibility, alumni engagement, and philanthropy. We do that in 3 ways. The first is through our marketing and communications efforts, like Vital Signs, which is our alumni magazine. Vital Signs highlights the great work being done by our community of outstanding faculty, students, and alumni. Second, we engage personally with alumni, friends, donors, and other stakeholders. An example of engagement includes our alumni mentor program called AMP, which links early career alumni with more seasoned alumni for career advice, guidance, and inspiration. My team also manages the College of Nursing Alumni Board, which offers an opportunity to alumni of all ages and all backgrounds to volunteer at the college. Yet another example of engagement are events like this, our donor and scholar recognition event, and our alumni reunion, which will be coming up this fall on October 16th. I hope you'll all be able to join us for that. And the third way we work to advance the college is through philanthropy. We strive to match passionate donors with wonderful opportunities to support and positively impact our faculty, students, and ultimately the profession of nursing. That's why I'm so grateful for all of our donors, especially those who are joining us today, who lead by example with their philanthropy. I would like to encourage everyone attending today to continue in what we call the healthy habit of giving in support of our tremendous students. To our current donors, I hope you will continue to sustain us. We need you. In fact, if each and every one of our 13,000 plus alumni participated in making a gift of any size, we would be able to support even more students via scholarships. To the students in the room, I hope you will remember this day. Today, we are celebrating you and your accomplishments. When you do graduate, be it in a few weeks, in a few months, in a few years, I encourage you to get into the healthy habit of giving. I hope you will consider paying it forward to offer a helping hand to students coming up behind you. Even a first gift of $10 or $20, when pooled with other alumni gifts, this will go a long way and make a huge difference to students coming up behind you. And to the families of scholarship students here today, you have so much to be proud of. The hard work and commitment that your students have put into their education, into their degrees. If you are feeling inspired today, please consider making a gift today or in the future to help other students and other families if you are able. Before I conclude, I would like to thank my fellow UIC College of Nursing Scholarship Committee members who carefully and meticulously evaluate and select scholarship recipients in keeping with donors' intentions. Note that this is recognition for last year's committee who selected this year's student scholarship recipients. The individuals on the committee are Mark Lockwood, Kathy Rugen, Kimberly Simpson, Lillian Allen, Kathy Leopold, Julianne Rutherford, Tula Georgopoulos, and Kate Vincent. I also want to thank my team in the Office of Advancement who made this event possible. Liz Miller, our Director of Marketing and Communications, Joanne Chappell, our designer, Caitlin Canatello, our Advancement Coordinator, Mark Mershon, our photographer and multimedia specialist, Jennifer Samples, our digital communications strategist, Deb Soriano, our editorial writer, Chae Young Kim, who is a student worker, and most importantly, Sarah Almasian, our Associate Director of Alumni Engagement and Participation, who led the organization of this event today. We hope to see you again in person or virtually at one of our upcoming UIC nursing events. A few events that are coming up include our alumni webinar series On Duty, which is featuring Brian Stuhulik, who is Chief Nursing Officer for Lurie Children's Hospital. Now that event is coming up on May 26th. Our alumni exchange webinar featuring Professor Valerie Gruss is coming up on June 24th. And lastly, our alumna Susan Akuno-Jones, who is Chief Nursing Officer for Advocate Good Samaritan Hospital, will be here for an on-duty webinar series on July 14th. And as I mentioned earlier, we hope all alumni and all friends will save the date for October 16th, which is our all-college reunion. Details on these events can be found on our website. Last but not least, I'd like to thank Dean Terry Weaver. As you know, Terry is retiring after this semester, and so this will be her final donor and scholar recognition event. She has served the college valiantly and with outstanding leadership this past decade, and she will be greatly missed. We wish her much success on the next chapter of her life's journey. Once again, thank you to all of our student scholarship recipients, all of our families, and all of our donors. That is all for today. Thank you once again, and enjoy the rest of your day.